Well, greetings everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of Meta World News, or rather, I should say MBTV News. It doesn't really matter, but I think the latter sounds a bit better these days. So I think I'm about to cough and sneeze, so that's a good start, isn't it? Hang on, put a napkin by my nose, put a napkin by my nose, ready for the sneeze. Okay, this is a news program where where we bring you news links about virtual worlds and immersive spaces online, and a little bit of information about the technology that goes with the immersive experiences. We don't really dwell too much on Helmet Land, but it does exist. So we mentioned a few things that are pertinent, and possibly this week what are the news items for. Well, we all know about Apple rumors, don't we? We'll get to it when we get to it. Okay, you can follow me on twitter.com/Mal Burns, MALBURNS. For how much longer, I'm not really sure. I have been there for near 18 years, and I'm really getting a bit pissed off with the new bloke telling me what I can do now. And basically, what he thinks I can do is not at all like what the service was started to be. But never mind. I have still got myself sorted, and I also have a stream at MetaWorld at mastodon.social. So at MetaWorld at mastodon.social. And that's where I tend to keep longish form news videos, programs like this basically that aren't mine. And you can catch up on them there. The links there are posted across to Twitter anyway, so don't worry about that. I'm starting the show today with a screen share of that particular site, mastodon.social at MetaWorld. For some reason, Apple Safari browser is playing up today, so I've had to launch this in a separate process, and I can't for the life of me get rid of the publish thing on the left-hand side. You'll have to bear with me, but this is just a quick intro to what's there this week. Top of the list there, just put in this morning, came up yesterday, is a new Between Realities podcast featuring Tribe Grey Wolf, which is, well, it's more Helmet Land VR, and of course, crosses heavily into gaming, but always a good watch there. Um, Also today, the latest edition of This Week in XR with, well, basically Charlie Fink, Bonnie Abowitz, and Ted Schillerwitz, and any other wits they've got going. Sorry. And their guest this week is Artur Saichov. I think that's how you pronounce him. He's the CEO of Somnium Space. And I've never really investigated Somnium Space that much. I found a couple of times I went in to get to something and it was vast and awkward and I couldn't find anything. But that said, I've heard a lot of talks from Artur Saichov, and he is intriguingly easygoing and he's good. Yeah, so the man himself talks a great deal of sense. We have another one here. I've got streammux.com. I'm going to have to click on that because I can't remember what it is. Ah, okay. And I still can't find out what it is easily here. Yeah, it's an interview with Louis Normaden, COO of
Hi,
Wild
everybody.
Capture.
I'm Louis Normandy, COO of Wild Capture.
I, I've
Um,
already told them
I've
that.
had a great.
Okay, and the title of the session is called XR Interoperability and Immersion, Why Everybody Loves What They Already Know. And I can't tell you much more about that except to, oh, no, that button, I have to do it the easy way. So I don't know why we didn't get a thumbnail and embed coming with that. Looks like another major glitch. Probably something to do with Musk. Oh, possibly Safari or possibly who knows what really. Right, moving down. VR Crewcast. Upcoming showcase hype and more VR news. This, of course, features the guys from the top here, Between Realities. They've still got their own show. It's not always quite on time as much as it used to be, but they always seem to turn up for this fortnightly show at the VR Crewcast. So, they give you a brief idea here. Um, there they are. Well, there's one of them.
Oh my God, there's so many people in the chat already.
There they
What's
are, the
going
two
on,
of them.
everyone?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Welcome, gentlemen.
And I'm not going to stop around and find out. I did that the other day. So, thought I'd show you briefly anyway. Right, moving down. A special one. This came I think it's on your site. Anyway, the XR Awards, which have been announced now, and this video is actually the ceremony, basically. If I can remember, yeah, it's about 90 minutes. No, it's only 30 minutes in all. So it's quite a sort of roundup
We live in
of.
a flexible, multi-reality world.
Oh yeah, we do.
Showing that they have.
So usual awards stuff type format, which is all good actually. It's best to stick with what we know. Right. This says 1 day ago, but it's not. It was a bit earlier in the week, and as usual, I see sometimes it just shows. It's like the Charlie Fink one. Sometimes it shows up on my feed, sometimes it doesn't, even though it's there.
Oh,
Anyway,
wow.
I found it a bit late, so I didn't manage to watch this live this week. But maybe James did.
I don't think it was live this week. I mean, I just went looking. That's the one from 2 weeks ago. That's from the
Oh.
16th with the legs, getting legs. But
Oh, you know.
yeah, I couldn't find the fellows this
Look
week.
at this. Look at this. Tribe Wolf. That's. I know what's happened. Oh no, I know why this is in twice. These people post it about 4 or 5 days before it comes on, and all you've got is a link to go there. And of course, I tagged the link, and it's not working, so I end up tagging it again when it goes live.
Yep.
Bit there. Also, a little bit about all the awards finalists. Let me have a look at that. Oh, yuck. Okay, I will show you that one for real. I'll show you that one for real a bit later in the show. And building the open metaverse again, this time Yu Yuan, president of the IEEE Standards Association. And also another one from them this week, by the look of it, generating content for the metaverse. So both 5 days ago and 4 days ago, so unusual that. And then there's another one here, I'm not sure quite what that one is. But it looks a bit familiar, doesn't it?
A little. I feel like I'm seeing the same thing on screen, just in different sizes.
Indeed. Right, so I can put that sort of away, and I can flip back to my normal screen share where I really don't need this one anymore because it's so abysmally small. What I can do, however, is also look at my roundup page for the Voices of VR, and I don't think there was anything this week. Yeah, May 19th was the last, so nothing new from them this week. So with that, I can go back up to the top of my feed as per normal and go through the roundups here. Now, XR Today, xrtoday.com, they do their thing every week. Big news from the awards, Microsoft, Meta, and Sony. They occasionally do this as a video, but I think it's only about once a month. So this looks like it's meant to be a video, but it's not, and it isn't. So they talk about Damon Curitan, who is actually, pardon me, he is actually part of XR Today. So blowing their own trumpet there, as it were. And looking at everything, they're talking about the XR winners announced, HTC Vive, Fundamental VR, Trigger XR. These are roughly the people who won the awards. Meta is supposedly licensing Magic Leap. Anything involving that four-letter word has got to be a disaster. But we'll see. Oh yes, and of course they've had 1.2 billion fine here in Europe for being naughty again. Or rather, actually, for they'd already been naughty, but then they did it again. So roughly, I think the idea is if they wait a couple of months, then they try their luck again. But each time they get a bigger fine. So eventually they'll get a fine that's bigger than the money they've got, I suspect. So that'd be hard. But over here, it is actually measured in percentage of their profits internationally. So I mean, if Facebook made I don't know, £12 billion in a year, then they might end up paying, say, 10% of the whole 12 billion as the fine. So you never know how much the fine is going to be until you look at their books after they've been naughty. Anyway, very funny old thing this. Um, but yes, the EU have got them, Ireland has got them, and they've been fined separately by the UK for something else, if I remember, to do with that other controversy, the Cambridge whatever from years ago. So the funniest thing in the week was the mainstream media because they got hold of a global affairs spokesman to for Facebook's reaction, and of course everybody in Britain knew that spokesman because he was a former deputy prime minister.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's the first time I've seen him on national TV with his other hat on, so to speak. But he got kicked out of one office, so maybe he'll get kicked out of Facebook too. Or maybe it's just, that's where he fits, maybe. I don't know, do I? Anyway, you'll find this at www, etc. Why is it showing the full web address now? xrtoday.com. Right, next post at The Verge, theverge.com. Inside Roblox, basically, but Roblox have a college and they have a fashion class. And as you can see at the college is real life. There's a wonderful electrical spark.
Yeah, I heard that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Well, it's a lovely little thing I managed to get. It's got two sort of ultraviolet bulbs in it, and then it's got an electric grill, then it's got a safe grill. And
Oh,
it
okay.
attracts flies, which of course are now starting to come out for the spring.
Right.
And it really seriously zaps them. It gets the tiny little fruit fly things, and it still makes quite a big zap. But when it gets a big mother, it makes a really big zap, and it makes me jump.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm so glad. I'm so glad it's functional.
I'm glad it wasn't
Any,
computer related. That's what I was
yeah,
thinking.
any insect that dares to come near me is in trouble. Right. Sorry. So Roblox University there. Where we see THEVERG, The Verge, that is .com, and yeah, they're talking about fashion and using Roblox in that regard. I am going through this quite quick today. Got about another 20 minutes left on our timer, so to speak, but not too bad. The famous Nreal people have rebranded now, and they're known as XReal or XReal. Go figure. Don't know. They've rebranded, and we don't really know how to pronounce it. This is a post from the Scar Ghost, in fact, so might as well give him a ow.
Oh.
Indeed. Yeah, dare to be. That's their new tagline. XReal, dare to be. Gosh golly. Okay, so they've rebranded. They've rejigged their software, and Steam Deck, which is a lovely little thing I have here for launching things quickly, except the Windows version seems to have gone off. I don't know what that's all about. Okay. They're rewriting the software for this, so if you got XReal, I guess you'll be able to use Steam Deck to sort of manipulate it. They've also updated all the buttons and shortcuts you can use on Steam Deck for Stream Deck, I should say.
I was going to say Stream Deck, yeah.
Yeah, for Discord as well, so you can do more things on Discord with it now as well. You just download the updates and the plugins already there, kind of thing. Right, okay, so that's about XReal, of course, and the Nreal glasses, which I always kind of thought I kind of liked. But now there'll be XReal glasses. Yeah, maybe they'll be extra real, or maybe they'll be too real, in which case I won't want them.
Just so they're not meta real. Will they become meta real?
Oh my God! Hopefully not. No, I imagine the four-letter word's got a four-letter combination for that already in play.
Yeah.
Isn't it called a? It's called a something or other. There is something that the four-letter word people have got. I'm trying to remember what it is.
Yeah, I'm not bringing it to mind.
No. I'm serious. I don't know why it got it. It's Oculus under a new name, but I can't remember what we call it.
You mean the headset?
Yeah.
The Quest.
Right. That's that word. Right. Okay. So they got the Quest. Okay. What was I doing? Skullghost.com for that one. He'll be up in a second too, anyway. Right, this is quite interesting. roadtovr.com. roadtovr.com. Ben Lang writes everything here basically these days, I think. But this is quite interesting because there are rumors and there is rumor. And basically, Apple's WWDC keynote is coming very shortly, within about a month. But it's the first time ever that Apple sent invitations out to select media outlets. And they've not only sent one to Road to VR here, but they've been sending it out to almost all the XR virtual reality media around, which would be highly suggestive that they want those companies there because the announcements they're going to make will include important XR news. Gosh golly, wonder what that can be. So Upload VR are going to be going there, so we're going to expect that show, our favorite show, to cover the Apple gadget or whatever it is. Yeah, and yes, so June the 5th at 10 p.m. It's barely a week away. So in fact, I think one of the bloggers was written they're already heading over to America. So I think it was Scott Ghost actually, heading to America so they can get to the All thing and then fake kind of chapel afterwards, something like that.
So are you convinced it's not a rumor anymore?
I'm not convinced of anything with Apple.
Okay.
For Apple to be sending hard sought invitations to the keynote to people who don't normally get invited, because VR's not been on AR XR's not been on their radar previously, but clearly it is now because they don't. Everybody they invite means somebody else they don't invite. So exactly what the rumors are, we don't know, but a lot of the leaks are probably have quite a bit of substance by now. We're so close. Anyway, roadtovr.com for that one. And next page is vrscout.com, vrscout.com, and it's /news, and then you'll find this, but whatever, you can find the direct link at Twitter from me anyway. You can soon talk to holograms thanks to, it's a 2-letter word. Oh, I don't know, it's getting as bad as a 4-letter word is.
No,
AI.
Don't be mad at the AI.
When I think of AI, I think of 1960s Batman comics, where the cartoon would just show Batman punching somebody in the face, and the word balloon would say, "arg,"
right?
And then the receiver would go, "Hey!" And Bim Bam Buff Land is what I used to call it, but I now include it as Bim Bam Buff AI. Yes, indeed. Anyway,
be careful what you say about our AI overlords. They're going to remember.
Yeah, well, mainstream TV is panicking about it too. It's really funny watching some of the newscasters. Some of them are clearly hostile and they're doing their best to make out they're not. They're impartial. And others are jumping up with enthusiasm. Just like the real world, really. Anyway, now this is actually quite interesting because you might soon be able to talk to holograms. There's already, I noticed a thing a couple of days ago when I can actually upload a bit of video, like a selfie, and the more I turn around in it, the more pictures we get, and it will make me a fully functional hologram just based on still photos from each angle. But that's a video hologram type thing. It's not one that stands upright on your desk yet. Although it is said that in future you'll better put your iPhone face upwards on the flat surface, and QuickTime calls will have holographic likenesses of you. Somebody might beat them to it, though. You never know. Although maybe that's what Apple's going to be announcing. Who knows? Indeed. Right. Okay. So VR Scout there with just a little bit about holograms there. I'm moving on from all this quick because either I'm going to go down the rabbit hole talking about things and then go over time, or whatever. So I said there's another Skull Ghost. This is actually the beginning of the week, but it wasn't till Wednesday or so this week. It was quite late publishing. It's the XR Week Peak from Tony Vitillo is his real name, but we know him better as Some people struggle to get that into their throats, but we know how to do it. Right. No words necessary. We just
No
make the
words.
noise.
Right.
Yeah. So the leaks and the rumors about Apple headsets, intensify VR chat to launch a creator economy, and more, more, more. And yeah, he's always excited. He says this week has been exciting, but he always says that, doesn't he? Very busy. He's got a prototype he's working on, keeping secret for now. News of the week: Apple headset intensifies. Blah blah blah. Palmer Lucky, of course. Well, that wasn't there. Remember, this is his news early in this week, reflecting on the week before. So some of this is, there is stuff here that obviously we covered last week. But it's one of those great sites to catch at the beginning of the week if you want to get updated on stuff. So forget the sound effect for a minute. I will actually spell you the name of the site. It's SKARREDGHOST.com. And the week peak is, well, quite naturally the first thing of the week. Right. Viture, Viture, Viture 1 have some XR glasses that are hitting the market in style, would you believe? Yep, it's Viture, the company, and Viture 1 is the brand of XR glasses. And step into a new realm of immersive entertainment, blah, blah, blah. I hate to say this, but this sounds like saying somebody announcing a product that is the be all and everything, which has a description that is identical to 1,000 other products we've now got. Breathtaking 120-inch virtual screen, yes, a stylish pair of sunglasses transporting you into an unparalleled gaming and streaming adventure. The glass hourglasses empower you to embark on captivating journeys with a level of immersion that feels truly, truly lifelike, would you believe? And, I'm going to come, okay, paired with Virtual One Dock, where are we? Right, that's the glasses there. I'm going to take a little break at this point because I'm back on the other section. I've got a short video, or do I? Okay, well, okay, I'm going to take a diversion. This is only about a minute anyway. This is Meta Traversal, which is a group that is working on interoperability between platforms and things. And they did a little, in the week, they did a little portal crawl. And it was a fairly long crawl, but the film of it only takes a minute. So there. And it's silent, I might add, so I can blabber away over the top.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, that may be Evo. I'm not sure because they go to another place and the same people are now going to be looking totally different. Anonymous, in fact. But basically experimental. All these destinations, by the way, are worlds that are actually on the web. So you go to a web page and the web page loads it. And well, as metaversal portals go, I mean, the idea is that jumping from one world to the next is as easy as just changing tabs, which makes it pretty easy, but it's not quite the same as doing a hyper jump in a dedicated, viewer. Yeah, VR chat and croquet again. Oh God, I got a letter from croquet. I've got to reply to. I've forgotten what it's about. Yeah, so you get the idea. Just a 1 minute example of, and of course they were all anonymous. So yeah, they've got a video site at Meta Traversal there. They also have a Discord server. So, and they're closely connected to OMI, which has another Discord server and a subsection for Meta Traversal too. Right, now is this the new, right, oh, Skull Ghost, right, this is Skull Ghost's own video. It's about a Pico 4, but it's 30 minutes long and I'm not going to play it. I'm just going to endeavor to give you a bit of it.
Interesting thing I just tried with my Pico 4. So I was doing some tests with my Pico here that, for the phone application we're developing, it's cross-platform works also with Pico. So I turned on this headset and there was an update claiming that one of the
Okay.
pictures I promised.
At 30 minutes, I should probably have posted that on the Mastodon feed, but never mind. Okay. How are we doing on time? Oh yeah, 6 minutes. Okay, I'm going to show you the Augie Awards finalist piece. It's just 6 minutes long, so it gives you an idea of what's going on in XR, etc. land. Oh. I should point out while this is playing that OR, the conference who developed these awards, is Augmented World Expo, and of course the key there is augmented. Most of these things we're seeing here are largely augmented reality things. That said, and you know, hence the awards. That said, the show itself, which we'll be featuring in a couple of weeks, is actually inclusive of XR and even bits of VR and stuff like that. So the show's main focus has developed into augmented reality, but it includes the whole sort of spectrum of this sort of stuff. Even virtual reality can now wash whiter than white, eh? Personal ads. No, thank you. Oh, is that AI coming back again? Gosh golly. Oh yeah, Biff Buff. AI. Oof. Hey. Oh, nice seat there anyway. Right, okay, always good to look at a film with all the scenes all jump out. I don't know how many hundreds of things were shown in there, but a nice overview of the little things that are around and about these days. Okay, now I'm actually back on, this was arpost.co, arpost.co, and basically they were looking at the Viture 1 XR glasses. I skipped ahead there because I thought I had another link here. In fact, oh, I do, in fact, so I better hurry on now. Okay, this rather interestingly doesn't come up in reader mode, but this is what the website looks. It says the open metaverse is under attack, and this is all about the fight back. And it's somebody's actually written a thesis here, which is quite interesting, although I didn't read it all, I'm afraid. Basically, if you go to this site, you'll be able to hit the download button and you'll get the thesis as a PDF, basically, for all your fun viewing. The website we're at is outlierventures.io, which is outlierventures.io. And well, it's in the root directory, so I imagine you'll find this on the front page. If you have any problem following the links we've got here, just as I said earlier, follow me on Twitter. Just go to Mal Burns, twitter.com/Mal Burns. And all these links and many others besides are actually featured there. Some of them also go to Mastodon, of course. And when they are web links, they will tend to take you to the actual page you want. Whereas if you follow the readout links, they often end up taking you to home pages only. So word of advice there, really. So that's actually rather interesting, long form read. Immersive Wire had this story. It's called "The Metaverse Needs a Better Story." We must be better storytellers to combat media cynicism and craft a positive future. This is Tom Fisk, by the way. Nice picture. I've got a horrible feeling I know where that comes from. I can't remember. Anyway, actually he he cites quite a few things like Thames Water here in London, but I guess he knows these better than anybody. But you know, media cynicism, all that. He just wants to. It's an opinion piece, really. We need a better story. Find this at immersivewire.com. immersivewire.com. I get a newsletter from them every day, and it's packed with stories, so you get loads of stuff there. But this is just one of particular interest to us on this program, as it were. Moving on, arinsider.co, ARINSIDER.co. This is another one, a roundup of the week. This one by Charlie Fink, unrelated to his video one and stuff. This is earlier in the week, and again, it's a thing to catch earlier in the week if you want a reflection on what went the week before. It's called Spatial Beats, and you'll find it at arinsider.co. And he's looking at Google, TikTok, and Open. Aye! Oh, aye. Have I hurt that dear dog? Aye. I'm silly, aren't I? I'm not going to make a habit of this, I swear. Honest, really, truthfully.
Okay.
And on.
Okay,
No,
I'll try to believe you.
Yeah, thanks. Okay. Right, okay, so that's Spatial Beats Roundup. As I said, I'm skipping through here to make up time. Only got 2 more words here to go. Actually, no, this is the first. Well, this one is interesting in its way. This is actually the last web link I've got. And this is, I thought I had a video of this, but obviously I didn't. But this is quite interesting. They're selling a laptop with a pair of AR glasses. But the trick is they're selling you the AR glasses. There's no screen, right? So you have tethered AR glasses, and Sightful, they're called. They unveil Spacetop, a personal computing device that allows you to access vital web applications in the comfort of your own virtual workspace. Instead of a conventional computer monitor, you view content using a tethered augmented reality glasses. But this is what it looks like. Obviously, your keyboard is like a laptop keyboard. I'm not sure what this bit is because there is no screen. That may just be a camera and sensors. And then you've got the glasses. No monitor, you've got the glasses instead of the monitor. And they are actually looking like rather compact glasses. So there was a video, but I didn't have it ready, did I? Okay, so let's show you what we've got there.
Your space is perfect. It's exactly what you want. Exactly what you need. It's where you do your best work. Where you focus. Where you find your creative flow. Your space means everything to you. And now, your space has no limits.
Love the way she gets 9 screens.
The world's first augmented reality laptop. Because the best part of your space is that it's yours. Meet Space Time. Where would you
Her pants are wet.
I'm sorry?
She was standing in the water, so I said her pants are wet.
Oh dear. Well, she wasn't where she wasn't actually watching anything too concerning, but never mind. Never mind. Yes, point taken. Right. Okay. How did I get back to? Yeah, that was it. Yeah. So you get this article anyway. You'll find it at vrscout.com, vrscout.com, and 2 worlds are sitting at a crossroads: laptops and glasses. I was going to have to say the 2-letter word again. Yeah. So they do a little bit of review of it there. I just looking at that and thinking, wow, what a great place to sit. And then realizing, of course, it's all coming through the glasses. You know, she's loaded God knows how many tabs with separate windows in her glasses. She probably has to go to them individually to read them, but I don't know. It just, you know, suddenly I realised I've got a whole half a room here, which is a studio in the corner of a sitting room, you know. And most of that is because of monitors. You know, I could replace all the monitors, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus a TV that I'm looking at the back of, you know. Have all those in a pair of glasses. Wouldn't life be different? I'd have room to move. I'd be able to do fitness exercises too. I'd be able to get a bike that took me riding in VR.
Yep.
Right, okay. Well, that's my last clicks, the final clicks of the week. So, any thoughts, James?
No, just you know, it was a shame that the Upload VR fellows were not around, but
Yeah.
you know, it's all right.
It sounds like
The Apple announcement will be really exciting to just see how they do it and how they present it. It's interesting they're doing the pre-press information, so that adds a little bit of enthusiasm to it. I think I know many people who are very excited about it.
Yeah, well, I am too, although they're sort of spending $3,000 on the bloody things. I mean, it makes you wonder if, like the iPad, you know, it'd be a year later when the second version comes out, and it'd probably be so much better, you know. And
oh, absolutely.
you know, but yeah, I'm certainly very keen to find out. You know, I think that we'll find out. Just a week ago. Was good old Tim does his chat. Whoa, that sounded like an aeroplane in the background.
It was an airplane. I live near an airport, and I have my windows open, and so I risk the intrusion of aviation sound.
It doesn't happen much here on a Sunday, but I get very loud helicopters flying overhead.
Oh wow, okay.
But they, I think that you see Kensington Gardens and Buckingham Palace are sort of behind me, and they all tend to be heading out west. So I think the police helicopters take off.
Oh,
further
okay.
in the
I was
city,
going to
but,
hazard a guess at
you know,
medical,
if
but
it's a
yeah.
red helicopter, it's while the Royal Fleet,
Okay.
which, well, I was going to say the Queen's probably in it, but she's not. She's gone.
Nope.
The King, it'd be the King actually, or the
Right.
Prince of Wales.
Right. I'd be
Oh
upset if
dear,
it was the
old
Queen.
old habits die hard.
Right, right.
Yeah, I think definitely think there won't be much of the Queen in one of the red helicopters at the moment.
Nope.
Right. Oh God, what an awful mistake to make. It's so easy.
Mhm.
Got used to
Very easy.
referring
Right.
to the King. It's just Charlie.
Hmm.
Oh God, that's church service, dear me. Okay. Well, we're done. Yeah, we're done. We've got another program coming up in about half an hour anyway. For your dedication, we will be back same time, same place, more or less next week. Hope you've enjoyed the show. Hope we've found a little bit to send out there that interests you, that you will want to follow up and everything. My thank you for James for all the production and sitting and knob fiddling and everything that he does. Thank you,
Yep.
James.
Yeah. Yep.
And nobody else around to thank me, so I'll thank myself. And stay well, everybody. Stay away from viruses. Stay indoors if you're worried about things, and you can do amazing things in virtual worlds and online spaces if you just put your head to it or whatever. That said, of course, here in the Northern Hemisphere, even in Britain, there is a hint of summer. There is a sort of orange ball. This is very fuzzy and it's floating around in the sky. And it seems like it's got to be over a year since I saw that. It's very very odd sensation. It really is. And it's doing it. It's doing it. It's about 10 o'clock at night before it goes away. Really. Yeah. Anyway, enough of that. We'll see you again next week. For now, we're out of here. Goodbye.